The following program was paid for by Southern American Media. Fox 30 welcomes you to Meridian's favorite TV personalities and three-time CMA nominees for Broadcast Personality of the Year. Welcome to Mornings with Scotty Ray and Debbie.
And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. Nippy it is outside, 46 right now. Odie, did you get cold in that short sleeve shirt?
Man, it was nice out there.
So you're one of those.
Well, I don't like it cold and I don't like it hot. But this right here, I could wake up to every day.
It's almost like being maybe in the mountains. It is perfect, that good feeling.
Except, can you hear this? It's the pollen that we got. Of course, I got pollen up there too, but I need to spend some more time at the beach.
Look, Ellie come in this morning to make a complaint to Tyson Pompeia. She wants to know after she got her haircut where her pink bow is.
Want my bow. She
wants her bow. I'm just telling you, Tyson, you need to come on back over and slap that on her head because she wants to know where it is.
She wants to be all frou-frou looking.
And if you've never met Ellie, she's here, and we've got a gigantic dog who's very jealous named Sophie lying next to Odie there. That
she's just chilling out.
She's chilling right now until she discovers somebody's getting her head petted later.
Yeah, it'll be like, wait a minute. So you'll see her head come up about right here. She'll wiggle in between us, and
she don't like to be left out, does she?
No, and you can't lock her out because she'll open the doors and come in. So it's whether you want me or not, here I come.
Okay, were you taken by shock yesterday with Tucker Carlson being canned? And there's no other way to word it.
Yeah. And you see what it's done.
Their stocks are tumbling.
Oh, yeah.
And it goes back to, and I said this earlier on the 630 report, I really thought it had to do with the voting machines and that lawsuit. But as you get deeper into this, there's a lot of speculation. There was not an official reason given, but he did call his bosses, well, not so smart and a bunch of liberals. And I think he was telling the truth because the network has changed.
The shoe fits.
Yeah, and it is definitely taking a different face. And, and then the more I thought about that, okay, maybe they got Tucker over that. And then I thought, wait a minute, Sean Hannity was a lot harder on that subject than Sean ever thought about being.
The voting machines wasn't it.
Tucker, if you get an interview with him, he will at least let you talk. Sean is going to say that you're going to talk, and then you open your mouth and he cuts you off. I like Sean. I'm not running him down. It's just the way he operates. And you're wrong.
Yeah, and I want to hear both sides.
I do too.
I'm going to lean more toward Sean Hannity.
Right.
But I still want to hear the other side. What is your thought process?
It goes back to when Trump had that big debate and he never let Joe say a word. It hurt him more by doing that.
Yeah.
Joe could go hello and he would cut him off.
Oh, yeah. Well, you didn't say that right.
You got to let people talk, don't you?
You do. You have to let them bury themselves.
And then the next guy that got fired yesterday, bless his heart, he just kind of got forgotten because he got fired on the same day as somebody bigger than him. Don Lemon is gone. Of course, nobody watches CNN anymore.
And there ain't no telling how much he's cost CNN and himself.
Now, rumor is that he may start a lawsuit. Imagine that.
Well, I mean, I could see that.
I guess in his own right for CNN, he was their biggest star. I can't remember watching CNN of late.
If they lost half their people, they wouldn't have lost nothing.
Used to, and again, if you just do the news and let people make their own decisions, you're a lot better off. Of course, who didn't watch the OJ chase there? That's where we got that.
We stayed on air watching them 35 mile an hour high-speed chase for a white Bronco. But we watched.
Yeah, we were glued. You were afraid to go get something to drink because you might miss something.
Yeah, and then here comes the trial. Oh, well, yeah, we'll watch it.
Yeah, and it went on and on and on.
If the glove don't fit, you must have quit. Golly, that wasn't the dumbest thing. But look what it did. It won, and now we got the Kardashians out of that.
Oh, boy.
Boy, what a trade that was.
Boy, and I'm telling you something else that's done happen. I'm going to blame OJ for this just because. I got to sit around and come in and have all below deck. I'm so sick of below deck. I wish they would float that boat somewhere else and leave me alone.
You too?
You haven't watched that too? What is appealing about that show?
People come on there that's got to have their food just right on a ship that they're on there for 4 days while everybody cleans it and has a soap opera going on.
Oh, yes, always a relationship going on below deck.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to see that. Then the next thing you know, what happens? I mean, they're leaving like $20,000 tips for these people, and then they talk about them on television. Do you think I would pay that?
Yeah, I'd be like, no, I want my money back. Come in there with an envelope that thick with cash. Talking about, we had a wonderful time.
You want to talk about the IRS watching a show and making sure that they've got your name spelled just right at the end of the year?
Oh, yeah. But now, I'll tell you, there's one person I am impressed with on that show.
Who's that?
And that's that cook.
The little dude?
No, the girl.
I missed her.
Brown-headed cook. She can throw out some stuff on a little old boat.
Okay, we're getting complaints left and right. Odie, they're saying that we got to move your plant.
Look, man, that's
Sonic the Hedgehog.
my hairdo right there.
We actually have new plants downstairs to bring up, and we hadn't had a chance to. We'll move that during commercial break. Or do you like that?
Y'all don't like my hair did back there. Look at that. Do, 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 do.
I didn't notice it until the other day when somebody else brought that up. Well, good morning to everyone. A few things that have happened overnight in the area, and then we'll leave it at this. I couldn't get 100% documentation on it. In the overnight hours, we did have reports of another, and I worded this other night, of a disagreement. Can y'all believe we had another disagreement in Meridian, Mississippi?
Probably over a chicken leg.
It could have been over a chicken leg. Well, let's go out to College Park area where disagreement happened late yesterday afternoon with somebody that worked somewhere, and he was last seen taking off his shirt, chasing the customers.
We got some stuff around here you don't see nowhere else.
Yes, you do. I mean, really. I mean, that. I'm afraid they're not going to come back for repeat business after all that.
No.
That's what I'm thinking.
It's not worth it. You know.
And I got reports of this, and again, I've asked, and I hadn't got 100%, but I have seen this happen in Meridian before, reports of someone being spotted with a machete in their hand. Now, before you jump out of, they didn't do anything, they didn't hurt anybody, and it's probably not illegal to own one of those. But it does make your eyebrows raise up your head and go, I think I just passed a dude with a machete in his hand.
Well, that's not something I normally tote while I'm on a walk down the street.
Now, I remember as a kid, when we would go for a walk, the lady that kept me you'd take a broken mop handle, and she would use that in case a dog come up and try to bite her, and she'd reach out and tap him upside the head and go away.
Yeah. But
that's not uncommon in Mississippi.
True. You're going to have some kind of walking stick.
Yeah. So.
But not a walking machete.
That's it just never, and if you will notice, this just goes to prove, now again, no one hurt anybody or anything like that. I don't want you to take it out of context, but you look at these other countries right now, how many times have you seen police officers attacked by things like this? Things like this are coming to America, and it's already in Chicago and New York and areas like that. Just always a heads up, go the other way if you happen to see somebody walking down the street with one of those. Pick up that old phone and call those boys in blue.
I mean, right now is a dangerous time for everybody, especially if you're a law enforcement officer. You're sitting at a stoplight, and Texas, they just walk up to you and take you out. It's going to be across this country if we don't do something about it.
Okay, now you're getting compared to Castaway. They say that remind you of Wilson.
Now, look, Wilson got lost out there. And I'm getting on a ship in a couple of weeks.
Oh, have mercy.
Lost.
Let's see what else is happening here. As a few of these nationwide stories, and I mentioned this earlier, Bob Newhart's wife passed away. Been married to her for 60 years.
Yes.
We wish condolences to them. Layoffs coming at Disneyland. 4,000 people are going to be cut loose from their job. But as we look at some of the big news, let's look at this.
We had a meeting last night, and I said, I'm not looking at anything. I'm going to watch this when I get home. So I was able to watch that, and I tell you what.
Holly Brand is who we're talking about.
Man.
Blue Moon of Kentucky.
That girl sang that. She wowed everybody up there.
Even Reba. Reba was wowed by this big event.
What do you got? I mean...
So, Holly, we say congratulations. And now I think it changes to where on The Voice it will be where America gets to put their input on this and vote moving
I think
forward.
it is now.
So, y'all get your phones ready the next time she comes on and be able to vote for Holly. Very important for one of our own. Maybe we'll have two from Meridian.
You know, it'd be very possible, but did you see the worry in everybody else's eyes when she was singing?
Yeah.
Most of the time they were like, yeah, that was good. This time they were like, oh my God.
Yeah, it was a big difference.
Now I've got to sing against her.
Yeah. Holly's
She
got
was-
something that is very unique. And it's time the rest of the world finds out about it.
It's something in the water.
I'm so proud of her. I can't hardly stand it. And I think
Yeah.
most people look at it that way. Well, we've seen her grow up and become such a talent. All right, speaking of talent, we're going to be coming up talking about the Jimmy Rogers Memorial Festival. It is right around the corner. Leslie Lee is in the studio with us as we get ready for this big event. We'll talk to her next. Y'all don't rush
Here
out.
we
She looks
go.
a lot better than me and Odie. We're going to go ahead and tell you. She's blonde-headed and good-looking. We'll have her next as our guest. Spring is in the air at the Neshoba County Co-op, located at 338 West Main Street, downtown Philadelphia. If you're looking for that perfect flower for your home or getting ready for a garden, whether it's butter beans, peas, or tomatoes, they've got it all there. The fishing calendar says it's great at the Neshoba County Co-op, whether you're bass fishing or if you're out for crappie. From new rod and reels to getting the exact lure, or maybe that worm that you're hunting. Grab a pole and go fishing today. And let's not forget about turkey season. And remember, all roads lead to the Neshoba County Co-op. If you're building or remodeling your home and finally getting around to that to-do list, before you spend your hard-earned money anywhere else, do yourself and your pocketbook a favor and check out the huge selection available at Southern Pipe and Supply. They have a large showroom on Highway 39 North in Meridian. You can check out the large selection of tubs, showers, sinks, and faucets. Southern Pipe for all of your heating and air conditioning system upgrades, along with standby generators in preparation for storm season. And we're local, Southern Pipe and Supply.
Need an expert to repair a rock peck or cracked windshield? Call Advanced Auto Glass by Joey for quality workmanship and customer service. Convenient same-day service, as well as in-house calibration for vehicle safety systems. Reliable mobile service is available in Clark, Kemper, Neshoba, Lauderdale, and Newton counties for all cars, trucks, and heavy equipment. Book your appointment today for custom tinting. It can reduce temps, fading, glare, and more. Improve the safety and enhance the appearance of your vehicle today with services from Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
What drives us may be different, but what we share is the pursuit. Whether taking on the job site or your own backyard, let the pursuit of the perfect cut begin. Steel's zero-turn mowers are here. Real Steel. Find yours.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. Yesterday, before we cut to Leslie, I want to show a couple pictures of downtown Meridian. And I kept wondering what was going on. There was a lot of construction. And as we go down, let me pull these pictures up. This is the Young Hotel. As they are getting the back half of this already when I arrived, had already gotten demolished. As we start going through this, as you'll see, the forks to the left there down here. As we get closer on this, we show more and more pictures as it's coming down. This should be complete by the end of the week. If you're going to be on this end of town on 5th Street, make sure to be use caution, even if you're walking.
Yeah.
Just to be careful there as more and more of this comes down. And I want to say this next picture right along in here showed the dust as the building started. The whole thing started caving on that. But construction on that, there'll be a lot of dump trucks hauling this debris in and out. So just use caution. 5th Street. That back side of that where Sam's Fashion is, right past it is where this is, just west of there, 5th Street.
We need to get a bulldozer and just start at one end of some of these places and just go the entire block and get rid of this crap.
How many times have we had buildings fall in the last 2 to 3 years, and you never know when somebody's out for a morning stroll when that could turn deadly. And that's what this is all about.
And we've got buildings bowed out now, and right now with our homeless community, they're going to take refuge in these places, and
Right.
we're going to end up having someone hurt out of this right here. by not getting in there and making this a safety issue.
And make no mistake, this was taken down for a safety reason. I don't want anybody to think anything differently. That's what it was about. For the safety of Meridian is what that was about. Already 14 minutes after the hour, and you got something there? You had that look.
Yeah, Pat says, put that plant back. I look better with my hair did.
Joining us now, let's cut over here, get a great close-up. Good morning, Leslie. How in the world are you doing? We are
morning.
So glad to have you a part of this.
Thank you. I love the plant, though, too. So I need my own back here.
Well, Jimmy Rogers, how many years is this now?
We are on our 70th year.
That's quite a while.
70.
We're the longest running music festival in the U.S. right here in Meridian.
Big deal.
That's
now, you've
awesome.
got, is it a week?
It is a week. Yeah. So, the festival has such a rich history. It started back in 1953, and there were 50,000 people downtown Meridian, camping out, tents, you name the country legend, they have played here.
Yes.
We are known for up-and-comers, finding new talent. Nobody heard of Elvis,
Right.
And so, and he headlined in 1955. So the history of the festival is so cool. I just love the stories about it. And originally when it started, it was a week long. And they kept that for many, many years, And then the festival is 70 years, a lot of changes occur. So we've brought it back last year, when I came on board, bringing that week-long festival and honoring some of the traditions of the past, the talent competition, the history night, the singer-songwriter night, and then, of course, the big concert, live music every day. So we're excited about it.
Who could forget seeing Conway Twitty stand on stage in Meridian, Mississippi? We've seen so many greats. Ernest Tubb, as you even go back further than that, but it's all happened here in Meridian. And I really do hate Meridian missed out on the opportunity because it could have really been a Branson, Missouri. Had people years ago paid a lot of attention to what was going on with the music industry, we could have been that town. You never know what will happen now, though.
We've got the venues for that.
Oh, yeah.
We do.
We do.
We do.
Theaters galore and enough hotels here to take care of anybody.
That's right. And, the one downtown has really helped out with the festival, too, because the talent, they'll just walk right over. So it's great for them.
So we've had a lot of changes, and hopefully this will set the stage for the next... 30 years to make it the 100th anniversary? What will become of that? Now, you and I may not be around to talk about that one.
We might not be there. We'll be getting close. We might. Move out of the way. You know who we are.
So who is our first talent that we've got coming to the show?
Well, I'm actually, if I can, I'm going to go through it all with you. We're kicking off May 6th, and actually Mitchell is putting on, it'll be our second year for doing it, Bud and Boylan. It surprised us last year when we had over 3,500 people downtown on City Hall lawn. I mean, it was incredible. So we're doing that again. Mitchell and Community Bank are putting that on, and then the proceeds go to the foundation. So that's great for them. We're grateful for them doing that. Your friend Jackie Jack, he's going to be doing the Sukanachi, and that's part of the festival this year, which, it's really great to partner with him. That's going to be Sunday, May 7th. Tickets are only $10.
Oh, a bargain.
Yeah.
And he's got an incredible lineup too. I mean,
you go back. Jackie's had a lot of talent start there with Track 45, and just through the years. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah. And then Monday, May 8th, is our music history seminar. This was started years ago. It used to be with PV, and so it's kind of been growing. And we have some great speakers for that. Your friend Britt Goley.
Yeah.
He's going to do his Jimmy Rogers impersonation and kind of do the history of Jimmy Rogers. And then we have several speakers that are coming in town for it. Scott Beretta from University of Mississippi Music Archives there. He's going to come and be our guest speaker and bring in some friends with him. So it's going to be a neat night. And we kind of do something for everyone. So whatever your bag is, we try to have it. So that's going to bring us to Tuesday is Jimmy's Jam. And we started this last year as well. We always have the singer-songwriter night, but this is more of a spotlight on musicians. So Adam Box with Brothers Osborne, and he's bringing his band in from Nashville. So they're going to be kind of the house band, and then whatever you play, you can get up and play with them. You just need to sign up to do it. So if you want to sing with them, you want to play the guitar with them, you want to play your saxophone, you can get up, just request your song, and you can do that all online at jimmyrogers.com.
Oh, wow.
So that's going to be fun, and it's going to be fun to watch, and it's totally free. So y'all come.
Yeah, that would be a good show.
Yeah, and then right now we have our singer-songwriter competition going on where you all the entries have been entered. We have about 40 entries from around the world, really. And you can go online, you can vote for your favorite, and then the top 5 are going to perform at the Singer-Songwriter Night on Wednesday. And then after that, we love live music. We're still having a party. So our winner from last year, Locke Thornton, he is coming back, and he has been blowing up in Nashville on the music scene.
Great.
So he's bringing his band, Crocodile Wine, along with some friends, Grace Bowers. Look her up if you've never seen her. She's amazing. And they're going to do a free show for you, too, afterwards. So that's all Wednesday. And then we're moving on. It's a busy week, y'all. Thursday, we've got Paul Thorne. People will love him. He's kind of,
I don't like half the folks I love.
Exactly.
Hope I'm doing this right. And the list goes on.
Oh, yeah.
Of his great songs that Paul does.
Maybe that guy at Popeyes was singing his song, It's a Good Day, to whip somebody, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's going to be, and we're actually kind of doing a little different. You know, when Marty Stewart, he loves Jimmy Rogers Foundation. He's a huge proponent and sponsor of ours. When he says, here, y'all, take my theater, you say, yes, Mr. Stewart, thank you very much. Yeah. So he's given us the Ellis for that night. And so we're going to host Paul there. And only 500 seats. We've got about 100 tickets left. So go get them now.
Wow.
But it's going to be really cool. Great place to go see him. And then that brings us to Friday and Saturday, the big nights. Friday is going to be more of our blues night. You know, Jimmy Rogers is a father of country music, but he got a little pigeonholed into that. Over a third of his songs were blues songs, and a lot of people know him as a blues writer, singer-songwriter. And so we're going to do a blues night on Friday. We've got Kingfish. And if y'all have never heard of him, he is just voted actually one of the top 10 guitar players in history. I mean, he's fantastic.
Right.
He's 24. He's this guitar prodigy. So he's going to be headlining another up-and-comer in the blues world, John Tavius Willis, who Marty Stewart told me about and said, hey, you got to watch this guy. He's going to be opening for him. And so it's going to be a really cool night. And then Sugarcane Jane from Muscle Shoals, they'll be opening too. So that's Friday. Saturday, more country night. That was a beep.
Yeah. Something got saved.
Saturday is our country night, and we've got a lot of new and up and comers on the Nashville scene playing. We look at it this way. About a year and a half ago, I couldn't give away Chapel Hart tickets, and they headlined our show last year. I mean, they're fantastic, and we love them. We've had them play a lot for us. So this coming year for our Saturday country night, we've got just an incredible lineup. The headliner is going to be Paul Cauthen. If you like Paul Thorne, look up Paul Cauthen. His songs are just as witty, wild, fun. He's got a great following. So he's going to be doing it. Reeves' brother are going to open for him. Sweet Tea Trio. You like the Dixie Chicks, you're going to love Sweet Tea Trio. I'm sure everybody's kind of seen them on TikTok and everything, too. They're all over the place right now. And then we've got Tyler Tisdale and his full band is going to be playing. And then our favorite local, Daniel House, is going to be opening it all up.
Coming up, we'll find out how to get tickets to the show and learn a little bit more. Yeah. We'll be right back.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Your local farmer knows a good deal when he sees one. The L-Series Kubota tractor is the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA and offered at Parish Kubota with 0% financing available. Come see why we're more than a tractor store at Parish Tractor.
Hello, my name's Kenneth Graham, and I'm running for coroner of Lauderdale County. For over 50 years, Lauderdale County's been represented by professional and competent coroners. I would like to continue that tradition. Over the next several months, I want to educate the public on what the coroner does and dispel any myths about the coroner job. I can show you that I will be the most professional coroner there is. So please vote for me August the 8th.
Paid for by the Committee for the Election of Kenneth Graham. And welcome back, your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie, as we find out now from Leslie about where to get tickets for the Jimmy Rogers. Where do we purchase those?
Well, you're going to go to jimmyrogers.com, and that way you can get them all there.
It's that simple? Or can you walk up anywhere and buy them? Or?
No, actually, we're all digital this year. So
really?
jimmyrogers.com. You can come, if you need some help with it, you can give us a call or come to the museum, and we'll be happy to help you out. But, JimmyRogers.com. That's it.
All right, give us the dates.
So we're running May 7th through the 14th. Everything's there. If you just go online, JimmyRogers.com again, you'll see everything too. You can buy tickets. We have our VIP tickets, includes free potties, free booze, free food.
Right.
That's great too. So we've got a little bit of everything, and most of it's all free except Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Well, check it out. Leslie, we thank you for coming in and telling
Thanks
us
for
more
having
about
me.
this event. And you just put Ellie over here. You calmed her down. She was all
She's
upset
a
when you came in this
cutie.
morning.
You see Sheriff Chancellor up there
What's he
says,
saying?
what night am I performing? And
What?
I performed the 15th.
What do you perform best, Odie? I have to ask.
A little bit of everything.
Are you a blues man?
I'm blues with a little bit of rock mixed in with some country on the back
See,
side.
I
I
can
can
hear-
have a little rock and roll up in there.
I even hear a little junior in you. I got cuffed on dirt roads. I've been sued over no show.
Yeah, see? I don't charge
Morgan Wallen might be singing that
$700 a
song.
ticket. Yeah, he's coming. Oh, Lord, help me.
Boy, there's a lot of people that are really upset over this Morgan Wallen. There's already been a lawsuit filed against him.
Well, so AOTech Computers, our old buddy Rob that
Yeah.
hooked you up with the internet and all that stuff. So his wife and daughter was there with some more family members.
Okay, what happened?
And so $250 was the cheapest ticket.
Okay. Well,
$700 was about your average price. This is cheap seats, $250. Ain't gonna happen. So they tried to go buy some merchandise.
okay.
His daughter
what's
wanted
a T-shirt
a
now?
sweatshirt.
Is it?
$80.
Oh.
They didn't have her size, and he said, "You better be glad." He said, "Because now I don't have to be the one to tell her no." $80
For a sweatshirt?
for a sweatshirt.
What about a regular old T-shirt?
I
What's that
think it
going?
was $40.
They used to be 20 at the highest.
Yeah, and that was them making a $19 profit.
Yeah.
So everybody gets there at 5:00. Show starts.
Yeah.
Opening act. People's buying this $20 beer, $5 Coke, nachos, food. They're having a good time. 18 minutes before Waller's supposed to come out, they just get on the microphone and say, "He's lost his voice. There'll be no show. It's been canceled. Thank you."
And good night.
And then stuck up that big banner that said, "He's not going to show." And now you've got everybody that's been there for almost 3 hours waiting for him and
Now-
watching the opening acts. And then
I did get a
never
text
mind.
yesterday that was released from his official site saying, "Oh, I'm sick. I've been to a doctor." Of course, you'd run to a doctor real quick and say, "I'm sick." Of course, you would.
Well, when you go to the library and supposedly rent the library from 1 a.m. to 4 a.m.
Now, explain
and
the
have a
library
party.
because people think he's studying, and I don't think he was.
Well, so hey, it's not a bad idea. You this might be good. You get a bar, and a very popular bar.
Yeah.
And you're like, how do you get college kids to come in here and spend money and not let mom and dad know where you are? You call it the library. So when you go get you a $50 tab at the end of the night, and you swipe mom and daddy's cards, they get a receipt that says Junior just spent $50 at the library.
Oh, pretty swift and smart.
Yeah.
Odie, I bet you even know this. There's a gentleman's club in Atlanta, Georgia that does the same thing so that, businessmen won't be caught swiping their
Hey.
card somewhere they shouldn't be.
Well, I mean, not bad, not bad.
So where does this put Morgan Wallen with the American public? A good guy? Are they upset? Will he recover from this?
From what I've seen, nobody's really. You don't go to Ole Miss and try and out party them folks.
That's right.
I'm a hotty toddy rebel deep down, but I know I'm not going to go up there and try and party with them.
Boy. That's the latest that we got from there. Let me show you this of what went on yesterday. And we're going to call this yesterday a medical emergency of what went on North Hills Street. I got reports of a car that may have struck several different cars. A guy was passed out in his car. He gets up, he drives off, and he hits several cars. And it ended up, from the best we can tell, it being a medical emergency. And when I mean medical emergency, most likely, and I can't go down in the history books of saying it was something like your blood sugar, but probably in that neighborhood. I think everybody was okay at the end. We've seen this happen before. We're thankful that no one was hurt, but things like that do happen, and we think about the person that was involved in all of that yesterday. So just keep them in your thoughts and prayers as you begin. We even had a small chase yesterday, y'all.
Now this is a car to do it. I mean, I had me a 86 Lincoln Town car.
As a matter of fact, I've got one a few feet from here.
Yeah. I mean, come on, that dude will get up and go.
It will. It was a short chase there as police detained one person for trying to outrun them. We even also had an early morning chase with Lauderdale County deputies. The Meridian Police Department joined it, and rumor is of the text that I got was there was items being chunked out the window near College Drive. Now, don't be thinking you can go look on the side of the road.
I gotta see if I can find that. You know,
Deputies scoured the area, and I'm sure that they picked up whatever it is the person may have wanted to gotten rid of.
Because they got on camera exactly where it was. So they were able to count how many bags.
The things that go on, and they took off on foot also. Haven't heard yet if they've been caught, but I'm telling you, we really have some star athletes in the Meridian area. If we could get this into the Olympics.
Yeah. Now, you know, so this isn't one that's going to be reported. So my stepson works for a company that's down here working on Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Night before last, yesterday morning, they woke up, toolbox stolen out of the back of the company truck. Big DeWalt toolbox.
Right. 200
pounds, had the handle and some wheels on it. And a dude on a bicycle. They got you on video. A dude on a bicycle yanks this thing off the truck at the Hilton Garden and goes down the road on a bicycle, dragging this 200-pound DeWalt toolbox back behind him.
Okay, if you have happened to purchase some DeWalt tools, rarely cheap here in the last day or so, or
from a guy on a bicycle,
you might think it might be hot.
Yeah, so the police is looking for you.
Have mercy. More on the way as we get ready to take you back of this day in history to tell you what went on today. That's all up and coming.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
I'm Chris Bullock, and I'm a candidate for Lauderdale County District 1 Supervisor. As a former Meridian Police Department cadet and Lauderdale County Sheriff's Office Ranger, public safety will always be a top priority. As supervisor, I'll stand with our brave law enforcement officers and promote law and order. I'll approve funding for necessary personnel, training, and equipment to ensure professional service and safer community. I ask for your prayers, and I ask for your support.
Paid Political by friends of Chris Bullock. Folks, if your yard is needing grass and you need it quick, talk to our friends at Coates Hydro Seeding. They offer residential and commercial. The great thing about this, it doesn't wash, the water treads, and it holds the soil in place. It's the easiest way to grow grass. That's hydro seeding. You'll get a great looking lawn without all the dry spots. How many times have you put out seed and it gets washed away, blown away, or even the birds eat it? Talk to our friends at Coates Hydro Seeding, 601-728-1954. And welcome back with Scotty Ray and Odie on this early morning as we talk about job changes. We've done this a lot. And, well, how about some machinery? Do you know anything about this? Precision machining?
You know, everything we've got now, everything is precisely engineered. Everything is precisely made. And you can use your CNC machines. And to do this, you've got to have special training on special industrial tools. And you can get that right here at MCC. And this is a very demanding field. It is a very high-paying field.
Yes.
And you can get that education right here that will change your life, give your family a whole nother outlook, and you can do that right here at MCC.
You can build firearms with this. You can do so much plastics. You'd be shocked how much of this is done. Drop in and see them at MCC. Give them a call at 481-1307 is the number. And they'll tell you more about this, more than we can, to get
That's
that
right.
decision going, making a change in your life. All right, let's roll back some time.
Here we go.
Is it live or is it Memorex? Is what I want to say.
Yeah.
Who remembers Miss Ella Fitzgerald? She was born today, 1917, Odie.
1917.
It's been a little spell or so.
Yeah.
All right, as we go back. Now, out of all the movies he's made a bunch. I watched a movie called, you ever watch 88 Minutes?
I don't know if I've seen that or not. It
It's
doesn't ring a bell.
It's about a guy that gets a phone call that says, you've got 88 minutes to live. And he's a cop. And he's got to solve the crime to live. And it ends up being, I think, an ex-girlfriend that's after him. And she's taking out everybody that he loves one by one. And he's going to be the last step of it. And it really was a big deal. Anybody remember Al Pacino? And he's been in a lot of movies like The Godfather.
Has. Oh, yeah.
But that 88 Minutes, that's a thumbs up kind of movie. I really like that show.
I'll have
Suspense
to watch
to
it.
the end.
We were asked if our guest was still here.
She just walked out the door.
I mean, look, just because she looks a whole lot better than we do.
Now they're requesting the guests to be shown more than this. I guess we could show their picture and me and you just hide over here.
That'll work. We're going to have to get somebody that don't look as good as she does.
Yeah.
And
Boy.
then we won't have to worry about that.
Hey, can you do the yell as he was standing there looking for her through the crowd?
Adrian!
There it
Something like
is.
that.
And I cannot pronounce her first name. Talia?
Talia.
Talia. Yeah, she was born today, and she, of course, is Adrian that he was yelling from after the big win there. As she come running down, she just couldn't bear
Head
to watch
all
it.
swole up.
I've never seen her in anything else. Have you?
It's not ringing a bell. It doesn't just stick out.
No, I just never saw her. But 1960, tell the man to turn the jukebox way down low. Ooh, and you can tell your friend there with you, you'll have to go. Jim Reeves was number one on the country charts today in 1960. What a great song that was.
Yeah.
Like that. 1960, also on the other side of the radio dial, there was something else going on.
Yeah, that changed America.
Yeah. Elvis Presley, Stuck on You was number one. Isn't that something else?
You know, I heard that not only did he open or play at the Jimmy Rogers, but he also tried out a couple years before that in the talent contest and got lost.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
And then came back a couple years later, and he's the main act. Now, talk about getting a start and putting a name in the Jimmy Rogers
Some
Festival.
people just don't know good music when they hear it.
That's right.
And he did scare a lot of people. I mean, when he took the stage like Holly and sang Blue Moon of Kentucky, the Opry, it scared them all.
And his knees went to buckling.
And they told him he needed to go back and drive him a truck.
That stuff don't need to be around here.
That's right. Let's see what else happened. And the only reason I know who this woman is, was it Coal Mountain, I think was what she was in. And she was married for like 2 hours to a country
wasn't
star.
long. Yeah.
And-
She said, I didn't know some things about him.
And boy, did that stir up some controversy.
Yes, it did.
And so he promptly said, it ain't what you think. It ain't what you think.
Yeah.
It just didn't work out. And we don't really know what it was that she didn't know. We never did really find out, did we?
No, and either one of them were, and I guess that's honorable. You know, look, there were some things I didn't know, things just didn't work out. We're good, and they both left it at that.
But he's not married yet, is he?
No.
Kenny is who we're talking about. Kenny Chesney married her for a brief moment, but Kenny's still not married. He's on some beach somewhere this morning.
Well, you know, was she the beach?
Maybe so.
Hey.
Sometimes you're the wind chill, sometimes you're the bug. 1970, do you remember singing along with this?
A, B, C.
We don't know what comes after that, but it was Michael Jackson.
1, 2, 3.
Number one. That was it. 1, 2, 3. He owned the stage of the Jackson 5, and he was number one with this song. And you couldn't help but sing along with that. It was a great little song.
Yeah.
And then along a few years later, we would find Odie singing in the back of Dairy Queen, "Being the two of us." People thought it was kind of strange. They didn't know the song, but I took up for Odie.
Yeah. Then y'all want to know why I opened on May 15th?
Woof, woof. One of the best-looking women that ever breathed a breath in America on this date held the cover of TV Guide with a guy named John Wayne. To this day, one of the most beautiful women that ever graced the screen of a movie theater. Raquel Welch.
Yeah, she took pretty all the way through her career.
Yes, she did. And a lovely woman on top of that. Every now and then, two fools collide. Sometimes it was down at a place called Clyde's in Lauderdale, Mississippi. Sometimes it was at a place called Richie's in Meridian. Or maybe the other place, as Kenny Rogers and Dottie had the number one song today in 78, Every Time Two Fools Collide. Now, I got to say, of all the Dottie and Kenny songs, it would have to be Daytime Friends and Nighttime Lovers.
Yeah.
Her trembling fingers dial the telephone. It's her best friend that her husband ever had. She can't handle it. As soon as the husband leaves, she got to call him. Woo! Ain't nothing like a great country song, y'all.
Oh, man, that's the only thing to talk about.
It is. 1978, this premiered. Anybody remember watching a detective show called Dan Tana? Yeah, he showed up. The name of the show was Vegas, and he could drive his Thunderbird right on up in his house. Had an automatic garage door right in his living room.
There you a good place to park with your oil leaks.
Yep. I was sitting here thinking the same thing. This was probably one of the coolest TV shows there ever was, and I haven't seen reruns of it since it quit.
All right, it came out recently in a rerun.
Did it?
And I can't remember what show it's on, but Hunter is doing a rerun.
Man, he was the tough guy detective, and I really liked that show. Hunter, I had to watch it.
I did too. I liked it. So there's a thumbs up.
It's out there somewhere.
Yeah.
All right, we're learning that. Let's see here. Finally, this show ended. I couldn't handle it. Some people loved it. It was more of is the word feminine flavor to it?
Yeah,
maybe so. Who's the Boss? We talked about him the other day. He had a birthday, but Who's the Boss ended on this date back in 92. We also had another one, and I never watched this.
No, I did watch this.
Was it good?
A little bit. It was okay. It was another one of those where Charlene made me watch it because
she had control of the remote.
She had control of the TV. We didn't have many of them around.
Not like today.
Oh no. We'll go to the other room and watch it. We got another room.
This show also ended an anti-gun activist show. And you're going, well, what did I watch that was against guns? You know it, but it was in the background. You just didn't notice it because he'd use a piece of bubble gum to whoop somebody instead of firing back at him.
And he'll blow them up with a paper clip.
Yeah, no. MacGyver.
I tried to watch this new MacGyver, and I got through halfway the first season, and I said, well, this is some of that woke crap trying to come into the MacGyver thing, and I'm done.
Is it as bad as the remake of Chuck Norris?
I hadn't seen that.
Ranger Walker. It was Ranger Walker don't drink, and it started out opening scene with him drunk, and I thought, I can't do this. This is against everything that Cordell ever done. So
is that like Uncle Jesse and Dukes of Hazzard?
I turned it off.
Make your own show. If you want to really screw up a show,
do it on your own.
Do it on your own and quit messing with
our heroes.
Yeah.
I mean, Chuck Norris and
Uncle
Cordell.
Jesse smoking a joint. And
just can't have it. 1995, we would lose a beautiful woman. Ginger Rogers passed away on this date back in 95. I hope y'all remember her. She was a sweet girl.
Alligator says Hunter is on Cozy.
Okay.
That's what it was, so Cozy.
That's a good show. I don't know if y'all remember Gene the Dancing Machine from The Gong Show, but Gene passed away on this date back in 2015.
Now, I like the original Gong Show. Yeah.
They used to fight over the gong and going up and getting rid of it.
I'm going to get them first.
And we lost another great when it comes to music on this date. Back in 2020, Harold Reed of the Statler Brothers would pass away. He had the deep voice.
Yes, he did.
I saw your picture in the paper Sunday morning. I couldn't believe those eyes. He done lost his girlfriend at that point. It was too late.
It was gone.
She was married. More on the way with Scotty Ray and Odie. Good morning to you. It is Tuesday.
Yes.
Put that smile on for us.
Your next Maytag or Whirlpool appliance is waiting on you at All Temp Appliance and Refrigerator. If you've been trying to locate a freezer, stop by and see their big selection of upright and chest freezers, a showroom full of stoves, gas, and electric. Maybe it's a new refrigerator from large double doors to the simplest of refrigerators. Name brand washers and dryers like Speed Queen and Amana. And delivery is available with a great service department to back up what they sell. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4, and by appointment after hours and weekends.
Summertime has arrived, and Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 has the exact lawnmower for your need. If you've got a big yard with acres and acres to mow, they have a mower for that. No matter the size yard you have, Freeman Tractor has the lawnmower that fits you and your budget. From 48-inch all the way up to 60, or the X-Mark lawnmower. Plenty of these to choose from. Also, they carry a complete line of LS tractors. Come by for a test drive today. Financing available. Drop in today to Freeman Tractor, Highway 494, see coleslaw or buttermilk.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Everything starts with a great grill, cookware, and accessories. Add in locally sourced meat and dairy, frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, and daybeds and have fun with our cornhole boards. From animal print coolers to authentic Louis Vuitton purses, we have what you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
Have you been hurt on the job? Call Will Parker. Get the help you deserve. Call Will Parker. Know your rights when it comes to the workplace injuries. Call Will Parker. Call or go online at parkerfirm.net. Call your Meridian lawyer, Will Parker.
When it comes to purchasing a home, well, you want to make sure that you use somebody that's dependable. A name that's well-known. Snowden & Company is it. Amanda and her staff have been here in the Meridian area for quite some time. Grew up in our area. She's one of us. You can't miss her. And they've added somebody new to the team, Jeremy Tew. If you hadn't had a chance to meet him, give him a call when it comes to looking at this. Now, any home style floor plan that you may be looking for, they can locate for you. Let them know what it is, and they'll let you know when it comes on the market. A lot of great homes right now for sale in the area, from Dalewood to Enterprise, here in Meridian or in the county. Maybe West Lauderdale is what you're looking for. They got a lot of homes to choose from. It's easy to do online, snowdenrealestate.com, or call them. 453-3937. It's that simple, Odie. Just make that one phone call.
And let them do all the work. You tell them the wish list and give it to them, and they take care of everything all the way down to working with the bank.
Yep, that's her. You'll see her there. You'll see those signs scattered across town. Also, I'm telling you, this is the bigger star of the show today. She's just been really showing out.
She's just been chilling.
You gonna tell everybody hello, Miss Ellie?
I mean, just, Daddy, pick me up.
She likes to be held. There's just no other way about it.
And Sophie's like, I wish you'd quit kicking me.
Once Sophie gets settled in where she's at, that's where she is.
That's it. She is good to go. Y'all can have it.
Let's see what else went on overnight in our area as we look around. We did have some notable mentions of gunshots last night on 27th Street as we head out to the 4400 block. Now, no one hurt, no one injured in this area, but we did have gunshots reported in that area. So that happened last night as we also glance around at a few other things that went on in the area. We got, this is where people get upset, a little upset. Highway 45, let's pull this up so you can get a good look here. A missing puppy dog located somewhere on Highway 45 toward Meridian. She's black and white, answers to the name Belly. Or is that how you pronounce that, Belly? Or Bell?
Bell.
Bell, okay. Want to make sure I said that right.
That's what we'll go with.
And we're going to say that's Chihuahua. And black and white, weighs about 7 pounds. Last seen again there on the Highway 45 area. If you happen to see them, you can inbox us or call that telephone number there. They'd love to have their pup back home.
Yes, they would.
Now, we got some events coming up this weekend at Faith Baptist Church.
I've got to call her.
Ooh, has Odie forgot something?
Yes, and I am so sorry.
Rump row. As we pull up here to take a look at what we've got, it's going to be kind of like the touch a program, isn't it? Where you kind of touch a truck, come up and take a look at it.
Yeah, and you kind of look
Car
and
show.
see what it's like on the inside. So.
Now, this will be Saturday, setups between 8 and 9:30, and the event goes from 10 until 2. 2 to 3 is cleanup. As they let kids come out and take a look at this, they're raising money. I hope you'll come out and take part of this. Again, Highway 19 North before you get to the Rock House near Owls and the back porch. It'll be right there on the right at Faith Baptist.
Big old church.
Yeah, and a lot of people big time involved with this. And I hope you can attend this. We found out that the class of 1968 is going to have a class reunion in Meridian High School. It's going to be in August the 26th. We've got that posted on our page if you'd like to go reminisce and see some folks that you may have graduated with about 54, 55 years ago.
Yeah, I mean.
They may not look the same.
No, that's why everybody have on a visit or a tag that says, my name is.
Used to be.
Yeah.
And I mean, no disrespect to anybody, but I have a hard time ever remembering a married name after somebody married. I keep calling them by the old name.
It's stuck. Grew up with them, and that was their name, and Yeah.
Let's say, whoops. Brett Favre tried to get it thrown out. It didn't happen. A judge says, nope, you're still involved in this. Now, he hadn't been charged with anything, but he's still a part of this. And as we'll watch this welfare scandal as it continues in the courts of Mississippi.
When we find out what really happened, then we'll start letting everybody get away. But right now, no, we're going to find out what really happened. And I like that.
This is quite the episode here. We had a Walmart have to shut down yesterday. Did you hear about this?
No, I hadn't seen this.
South of us, Brookhaven. Somebody went in the bathroom, lit all the toilet paper on fire. I mean, come on.
You know, man.
Nothing like having an evacuated building, but that happened there yesterday. We have a woman that has passed away in a detention center as we go to Rankin County. A woman that was in jail, incarcerated from Texas, was found non-responsive in her jail cell.
Wow.
An investigation is ongoing as to what happened.
That's
kind of scary, isn't it?
It really is.
And, of course, we had that happen not long ago in Kemper County of someone that was transported from Meridian. Yep. I never did hear the outcome of what really become of that. I never heard the end of that.
Yeah, they've been kind of tight-lipped on that.
Yeah, said they would get back in touch with us. Still waiting information on that. I'm sure the friends and family are as well.
Yeah.
More coming up with Scotty Ray, Odie, and Ellie as we get this Tuesday underway.
Wow.
Jackson Flowers has been a part of the Meridian area for a little over 60 years now. Now, they've moved to a new location on Highway 19 North, just 2 miles north of Walmart. You could be looking for that perfect thinking of you gift. Or maybe it's just a happy you need, whether live or artificial, no matter what the need is in your family. Whether it's a birth to your time of need, Jackson Flowers is there for you. Drop in and visit with them again. Highway 19 North, just 2 miles north of Walmart. Jackson Flowers, for all your needs.
My mama said I need a truck because this lawnmower's the devil.
Buddy, we can do it!
Need a truck?
We can do it!
Need a van?
We can do it!
Need an SUV?
Buddy, we can do it!
Need some luxury? We've got you there too.
We can do it!
At Interstate Auto, we can do it.
Rock House Gun and Pawn is open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. Lots of different calibers and brands to choose from when it comes to hunting rifles. Whether you're looking for a new pump shotgun or an AR, the Rock House will have the gun that you need. With a huge selection of ammunition for just about any caliber that you may be looking for. Pistols, scopes, and a whole lot more. Plus a private lobby for your confidentiality when it comes to your pawns. Rock House Gun and Pawn, located at 5430 Highway 19 North Meridian. You know, as we get show signs and pictures, sometimes it starts to become a statement without ever saying a word. And that's what this is. Yeah. A quality statement, when you see that logo, it means it's going to be done right.
Yeah, and that's something that you don't just know Chet. You know his work, and you know what his work ethic is. And you know you can take whatever's damaged with your car. If it's just a small dent all the way up to a major catastrophe on your vehicle, you can take it to him. He's going to do all the paperwork with your insurance company, get the best parts that's going to fix it, make it look right, color match your paint, and fix it the way it's supposed to be fixed.
Now, a lot of people would look at this and think, well, that got sideswiped. I'm hearing that a frying pan was chunked at somebody for not taking the garbage out. But
at least he ducked.
He ducked, hit the truck. You find it all there at Chet's Paint and Body. Get your work done. 2961 is the number to call, 737-2961. Yep. They'll help you and get you going back quickly as they can. Quality work and a car that looks great at the end of the day. Already, what is it?
Hey, 53? Golly. I'm telling you, this hour goes by so fast that we're surprised.
We have someone that has been sentenced to 30 years for one of the worst crimes you can do it. A Yazoo City man will spend the next 30 years in jail for basically molesting a 4-year-old child. That's not long enough.
29 days, 364, 29 years, 364 days longer than he needs to be right here on this earth.
Lord have mercy. Now, as we look at other things, the Capitol Police are expanding their jurisdiction in the city of Jackson. There's some folks that are going, well, we don't want that to happen. But let's back up and look at the bigger picture of how crime is in Jackson. It needs help. I think that is the big picture here, what's going on.
Yeah. They've got
Jackson is tough right now.
Run slap over, and you're worried about expansion of the police?
Oof, we need more and more.
There's a problem with that thought.
Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about the mayor and the situations over there, but I know that they can't no longer chase due to it's just a lot of crime in our capital city these days.
Yeah.
Hope there's an answer. We hope there's an answer for our area also.
There is an answer, and that's getting ACLU, the Southern Poverty Law Firm, out of our state. Tell them y'all go whatever and do what you want to wherever you want to. But here's the laws. That's not all snuck up on somebody. Here's the laws and here's the punishment. You do this, you're going to get that.
Doesn't matter who you are or what you've done. If you break the law, you should go to jail.
And if you're in jail and you want to bail out, you can. If you don't have the money, then tough, you're going to stay right there.
I saw where this happened. I didn't realize that what they were calling a dead zone in the state of Mississippi, to where if you were arrested and couldn't afford an attorney and you sat there, that time more or less didn't apply. They've made some changes to that if you couldn't afford to, a few changes in the law on that.
Well, and I can see some of that because you don't have but so many attorneys that's out there doing this basically very cheap through the state. But I tell you what, have you tried not breaking the law?
That's a way.
So you don't have to deal with it in the first place?
You got a point there.
Crap works every time.
What was it Beretta said? Don't do the crime if you can't do the time?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah. So who's the fault lie on? You do.
Yeah, if you do something wrong, it's wrong. It's still
I'm not part of that woke generation. So,
me either.
Uh-oh.
We still have some folks on the lam. They think at least one person of these 4 escapes that broke out of the Raymond Detention Center went to Texas. Just one. The other 3 are still considered to be in the state of Mississippi. Be on the lookout. We've got their pictures posted. That's the latest update that we have. When we find out more about that, we'll let you know as to what's going on with that also.
Save those pictures on your phone so you'll have them. If you run across some shady characters, you'll have a picture ready.
Coming up at the top of the hour, it's going to wind things down for us. Ellie wants a snack. I guess I'm going to have to give in and let her have a treat since she was good this morning.
And Sophie, too.
Yeah, Lord have mercy. So we say thank you and letting us come into your homes and be a part. Look at there. Say hello.
Yeah, spending this morning with you. We'll be back tomorrow. 23 hours away for Hump Day.
Yeah.
We're already getting halfway through this week, whether you like it or not. Thank you for each and everybody that has allowed us this morning with you.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners: